neither one of you can leave. That's what until death do us part means, right?
Right. Right.
But it's in the safety of that commitment, of that covenant, that now I get to grow and develop freely without the fear of losing you.
Right. You can set up all of the structure, right? You can, you got the job, you both of you got decent income, got the kids taken care of, and you get to a point where you didn't anticipate a problem, right? You didn't anticipate a sick parent. You didn't anticipate, this person having to spend a whole bunch of time doing other things outside of the house or whatever. You didn't anticipate that, or a new career comes and that person has to do different things abnormal than the normal schedule, right? The normal day-to-day routines. And so these transitions can trigger emotions and can trigger assumptions because no regular communication is there. So these assumptions just grow, right? And so that's why I think it's important that we teach and educate people on how to, you said it, Pastor Adam, communicate, right? You got to communicate. You got to, even if it's a difficult conversation, you've got to do everything you can to reduce, what's that? What am I trying to say? To reduce that assumption, right? Don't leave a person to just assume. Let's communicate so their mind just don't wander, and you're not going to always get the best response or the favorable response, and that's where I kind of connected to dying to yourself. And sometimes you got to just labor with people.
And the beauty of marriage, I was talking to a young man. The beauty of marriage is in that you're with this person, right? Husband with the wife, wife with the husband, and neither one of you can leave. That's what until death do us part means, right?
Right.
But it's in the safety of that commitment, of that covenant, that now I get to grow and develop freely without the fear of losing you.
Right. That's good.
That's
good. You're going somewhere.
Right. I get to mess up. I get to make
mistakes.
Right. I get to try and see what works and what doesn't work, and experiment with this and experiment with that. I get to be my authentic self and not the representative.
Let's stop right there, Pastor John.
Go ahead.
What would you recommend a man or woman, and husband or wife, when they feel like they're not allowed to be themselves? How do they approach their spouse in that conversation? How do they approach them? How should they approach them?
That's a great question. Adam, you want to get in on this too?
You go first and I'll follow up you.
All right, good deal. I believe the first thing you have to do is you have to begin to explain to them how you feel. If you're feeling smothered, if you're feeling trapped, if you're feeling like you're always on stage, that kind of deal. I feel like I always have to perform. I always got to be Superman. I never get to be Clark Kent. Right. You get to express those things. You got to open your mouth and say it.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired. Mm-hmm. And when the question comes, tired of what? Tired of performing.
Right.
That's good.
I'm tired of being on stage. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling burnt out. We're burnt out because of what? Because of this, and this.
Yeah.
And I need a break. Let me talk to you about some stuff. And now that has opened the door for you to begin to go ahead and express your heart. Mm-hmm. And to put it out there. Now, here's the problem with this whole thing. And I blame us as men for this to some degree. Yeah. I blame us for this to some degree. Okay. Because we've created this persona of the strong, silent type.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time that we've created the persona of the strong, silent type, keeping our mouth shut about stuff, mm-hmm. we also know that closed mouths don't get fed.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So I'm strong and silent and won't open my mouth Thus, because I won't open my mouth, I never get what I actually need.
Right.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
think part of it too, and I'll let you go after this too, Adam. I think part of it too is I heard us say this in another session. We don't set the right expectations.
We set an improper level of expectation.
We don't set the right boundaries. And so to your point, in performance, it becomes expected. It becomes expected. And if you're passionate about something and you do that through your tiredness, then that's looked at as like, well, if you can do that,
You should do everything.
This.
Right.
Right. But I'm not passionate about everything. I'm passionate about this.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Go ahead,
It's just to kind of like piggyback on what you just said before I go in another direction. It sets an unreasonable expectation, you know. And I think a lot of times what happens is, particularly at the beginning of relationships, we do send our representative, and our representative does such a good job in terms of representing us. We never get the chance to show up. We never get the opportunity to be who we actually are. I'm not Superman. I might perform as Superman, but I'm really Clark Kent.
Right.
And I need a place called the Fortress of Solitude to be able to be who I really am. And here's the whole point of the Fortress of Solitude, just for comic book people that read comic books. The Fortress of Solitude was to create a safe space for Kal-El to be who he really was. If we're going to continue with this analogy,
now, for those that don't know, Kal-El was Superman's Kryptonian name.
Thank you.
Oh, have mercy. Just nerds.
You ain't heard me say nothing. This is Black Adam speaking.
So that's Black Adam right there.
Right.
That's Black Adam speaking. That's good.
No, but here's the thing about the Fortress of Solitude. It was a safe space for Superman to be who he actually was. My question has always been, are we creating safe spaces within our relationships?
That's true.
Where I don't have to feel like I got to put on pretense all the time. I always got to be Superwoman or Wonder Woman. I always got to be Batman or Superman. I can't be who I actually am because I don't feel safe in my relationship. Because if I'm actually who I really am, I fear that you might reject me if I show you who I really am.
You know, and that's the thing about it too, Adam. And it's not just who I really am, it's this side of who I am.
Yes.
Because I am Superman at times.
Yeah.
I am Superman at times. These are the shoulders that can carry the heavy load.
Yeah.
But these shoulders get tired too.
Exactly. Can I be tired?
Right. Can I get tired too?
Yeah.
Can I need a break? Can I not want to hear it?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Pastor John here. Please, if you like this video that you just saw, hit that like button for us. Second thing I want to ask you to do is to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out videos once a day at about 5:30 p.m. Hit that bell notification so that you'll know when a new video has been uploaded. And then the final thing to do, share this video, share this information. If you know somebody that has a need that it can be benefited by it, please put it out in circulation so that we can try to help as many people as possible. Thanks, and God bless.